Okay. Uh, this is called Uncoupled. And what if the end of his marriage doesn't drive a man into hell? Some say that ex-wives with careers do well in the rest of their lives, but there's a myth about guys, sometimes true, that they often go down a drain. Sometimes they are angry, sometimes they are sad, but always and ever they've lost. If they ever were there in their hearts, if they ever believed in their world, if they meant what they'd said when the whole world was her and then was them. How to replace the everything they had, how to replace the world. The world was small but all consuming. The rest was flavored emptiness. It must be the freedom that drags them down, the chance to catch the past. Was past but error? Was time an enemy? Is the future a trap or a mirror? The script went wrong as ellipsis and improv skewed the dissolve. There's an issue of trust, trust in love, trust in self, trust in truth. The ghosts are there asking what to reply, what to feel, what urge to obey. But they're ghosts and they're dead and they're all now only illusion. You can snatch at the scraps of what there is left, but it's only an imitation. And once more again, you ask what is real, like a kid with a new grown mustache. All the questions come back and life starts again, and you'll wonder if still you can see. The bonds are now loose and the love is a cloud and the hunger is now unaware. But life goes along and a new one starts, for now both of those lovers are dead. Okay. Quote from Jean Ritchie, I love my love with a free goodwill. It's called In the Dark of the Day. Black cloud looming and the monsters speak in corrupted biblical jokes. There are no stars to stir the cosmic dust we take for comical hope and law. Or else our spirit flags because of crack of whip and burden under yoke. The looming clouds and stated monsters' lies retell the lamed old Bible jokes. That which we fight holds arms of steel and tricks of mind and ghosts evoked. We have our light, our love, our thirst. They cannot love, and there's the fatal flaw. The monsters conjure clouds of war and gloom with sacrilegious Bible jokes. The stars awake and stir from coma, and sleep must hurl a comet down for law. Magical malice. From an oasis beyond the outskirts, I long for the ocean, knowing it to be hopeless and far. I tell myself that there can be no retreat, that surrender will not be paltered or dealt. I may not admit to the distance, for there is a cause. And is that a lie for the rabble, the citizenry? Tell me the truth of it. There is no path I can see, road at an end, waterfall silent. They call for a tsunami to ease the drought, but I see that the drought is not ecumenical. It is narrow, and Calvin's stunted lineage inanely imposes it, not just to my own loss, but to yours too. But I should not be so negative. I should admire the magic of their cast spell. Their magic is strong, strong as rot. I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. This is called suborned witness to make believe. The sudden joy of children when they overcome now makes me cry. It happens now because of all the time that's passed, the past. When I was young, the children were at most intrusions passing by. The joy of children in this sad and broken world now makes me cry. Is what is lost or never felt or never thought now just a broken lie? The weight of all the missing pieces feels as if the famine were a chosen fast. Will now the joys of children still continue on? Will they prevail or will they cry? What happens now because of rotten time that's passed down from the past? And one last one. A quote from Richard Lanigan. in a book called Question 7. You looked from the bottom of your heart and no one listened. I looked back at her. This is called The Wailful Song of the Beluga. First time in Paris, Christmas Eve, Notre Dame, and I was unafraid because young. A French hippie who almost had it right waved off the priest's collection plate. Treat the rich as they treat you, flutter them off like flies you wouldn't walk among. Paris so new and Christmas Eve, I wanted things, quite unafraid because I was young. I saw a couple, and though having no French, I knew the song her heart had sung. I knew that she said, "But don't you love me?" Indifference worse than any hate. Once, not in Paris, not Christmas Eve, I'd said those same words, had been afraid because young. A drifter, couldn't get it right. Could I have given love as if from a paten or onto a collection plate? Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Holy world. Uh, the world was small but all consuming. And you talk about flavored emptiness. Oh my. Um, there are sorry, there are no stars to stare at the cosmic dust. Such heavy hitting, powerfully written lines. I admire the magic cast. The magic is strong. Its taste is rot. If I quoted that correctly, um, thanks a million, my friend. That was, as always, just heady wine, a strong coffee, uh, to the soul.